What is up guys, how are you all doing today? I'm Al-Khalifa and this is Freestyle Skateboarding Trick Tips, and today's trick tip is going to be on the 50-50 stand. So first, I'm going to show you guys how it looks like, then I'm going to explain to you how it's done. Okay, so what you want to do at the start is simply just get comfortable transferring the weight of the board from one hand to the other. You don't have to use your legs, alright? Now I'm more comfortable lifting the board from my right hand and transferring it to my left. You might be comfortable doing it the other way, from your left hand to your right. Now what I want to also mention is you want to make sure that as you do this, the board is at one point on the ground and not skipping around, alright? Now if you're going to do this on slippery ground, there's a chance that might happen. So I prefer doing this on rough ground. So just do this a couple of times until you get comfortable with it and you've got the weight of the board, all right? You've got the feeling of it. Then after that, you're gonna do the same thing, but this time bring one foot and place it on the lower truck. Now for me, if you're gonna lift the board from your right hand, it's gonna be your right foot that's gonna be on the lower truck. If you're gonna lift the board from your left hand, it's gonna be your left foot that's gonna be on the lower truck, okay? Think of it that way. So just get comfortable doing that, okay? You don't want to go too fast and rush with it. You just want to take it easy, okay? And make sure again that the board is not skipping around, all right? You want it to be at one point on the ground. After you've done that, then this time you're going to start by holding the board not too vertically but slightly lower. Then you're going to bring one foot and place it on the lower truck. Then from there you're going to jump with your foot that's on the ground and try to balance yourself, all right? And make sure you're holding the board with your hand firmly. So just practice doing this and get the balance down, and whenever you feel that you're losing balance, just simply put your other foot on the ground, all right? After that, you're going to combine what you just did with what you did in the beginning, which was transferring the board from one hand to the other, okay? So you're going to have both of your feet on the ground, then you're going to transfer the board and then place your foot on the lower truck and balance yourself. As simple as that, all right? Now remember guys, I cannot stress this enough. When you're gonna lift the board, you want to make sure you're not holding it too vertically. Otherwise, there's a chance a lot of your weight is going to be shifted in this direction and this is going to happen. And if you're going to do it the other side a lot of your weight is going to be on your fingers. You're going to feel the strain of it, all right? And therefore, there's a chance that when you do this, your fingers might slip and that might happen, okay? So try not to make it too vertical and not the other direction a lot as well, but somewhere in between. So once you've done that a lot and you feel you're comfortable and you've got the balance down pretty well, then this time, instead of starting by having both of your feet on the ground, you're gonna be in the tail stop instead, or no stop, all right? And you want your foot not to be fully on the board, but half on the board and half on the ground. That's what I prefer. It works for me, all right? And what you're gonna do is do the same thing, basically. Lift the board, and as you do this, the only difference this time is that you're gonna move your foot out of the way as your other foot comes and you place it on the lower truck. And then from there, you're gonna balance yourself, all right? Now, you're not gonna jump, all right? It's just a real slight hop. That's all what's going on, all right? So it's something like this. That's basically it. After you feel that you're pretty good at doing that and you're able to move on, then you're finally going to try to land on the board. Now there are two ways in which you can get out of the 50-50 stand. The first way is you can lift the board, then throw it back in the direction which you lifted it from and land. Or you can lift the board, then flip out with your fingers and land. Now I prefer to land the 50-50 stand by flipping out. You might prefer to do it the other way. So see which way of landing it you prefer and go with that. Once you've finally landed the 50-50 stand and you feel that you've got it down pretty well, then instead of transferring the board from one hand to the other, you can use your foot to lift the board and transfer it to the other hand, which is going to look something like this. Now when I do this, what I like to do is position my foot not too close to the lower truck or the upper truck, but somewhere in the middle. And that's because if I keep my foot close to the lower truck and try to lift the board, there's a chance the board might skip or it might lift too fast. And when I keep my foot close to the upper truck and try to lift from there, the board might lift too slow. So the perfect foot placement for me is somewhere in the middle, because I feel that I've got the best control, and I find that the board does not lift too fast nor too slow, but just at the right speed for me. So you can experiment with this and see what works out for you, okay? So that is all for this trick tip. If you want to get into freestyle skateboarding, then the 50-50 stand is a must-have. And once you know how to do it really well, then you're going to be able to unlock other tricks, such as the Saran wrap, which is also better known as the wraparound. And you're going to be able to do a lot of different variations and combinations with other tricks as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you all for watching. Please like and please subscribe.